And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Kahok Stadium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network as we get you set for week number 3 of the high school football season as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the Alton Redbirds. And we welcome you into the pregame show brought to you today by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road there in Collinsville, or give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Got on just a little bit late, tried to access that huddle camera once again, and we ran into the same problems that we ran into Tuesday night during soccer action. So we had to make the switch over to the manual camera, and that's it takes a little bit to get everything back up and running, but we are back up and running. So let's get going here. Kahawks, they're coming off of their first win on the year, a 29-14 win at Triad. Kahawks never trailed in that game. That was 1 week after never securing a lead in the season opening 20-12 loss to Belleville East. The Kahawks put up 324 yards of offense, 111 of that passing and 213 of it on the ground. Senior running back Jerry Richardson ran for 117 yards and a touchdown, one pass touchdown called back to an ineligible man downfield penalty. Richardson is now just 89 yards away from becoming the all-time leader in rushing yards in a Kahawk career. The current record holder is Darius Quinn, who put up 1,892 yards before he graduated in 2005. Alton, they are 0-2 after a season opening loss to Cahokia, 34-15, and last week's 48-19 loss to Quincy. Both of those games were home games for Alton. The Redbirds managed just 83 yards of total offense versus Cahokia. Week 2 was better versus Quincy with 184 yards of offense. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville's head coach, Colton Rhodes. We'll pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Don't forget that the Collinsville Junior Service Club will be at next week's Italian Fest selling their toasted ravioli. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
The OrthoGold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We are back at Kahok Stadium, week number 3 of the high school football season, and your Kahawks return home to take on the Alton Redbirds. And joining us now is Collinsville's head coach Colton Rhodes. Coach, week number 2 turned out pretty well, 29-14 at Triad. You upset the Knights in their home opener, and it was actually their first loss on their brand new turf. Well, not brand new, got installed after the 2019 season, but that was the first time they lost at home since that turf got installed. So kudos to you and your thoughts.
No, thank you. And yeah, that was kind of one of our big talking points during the week is we kind of coined this as a team the season of firsts. And so we were trying to be the first ones to be tried on that turf that they got, and happened to roll our way that night. So that's the first check mark on the season of firsts for us. So I really liked the way we played. We came out and stepped up big time up front. The O-line, D-line played awesome all night, created a lot of turnovers. We just got to nix out some of the penalties. Now, some of them I was a little questionable on, but that's okay. Call what you call. But we gotta be cleaner up front ourselves on the penalties. So once we get that on the road, I'll be pretty happy with our results, I think, from there.
Speaking of turnovers, you forced about 4 of them, and you got 16 points off of those turnovers. Is that how it's done, or what?
Yeah, that better be how it's done. If we get the ball back, we better capitalize. We got to make them pay for those mistakes. So I was super happy with the defense all night. They did a great job of doing their assignments and then forcing the fumbles and the option and whatnot. And offense did their job by scoring points right after. So you love to see that.
Yeah, and it pretty much started right off the bat. You guys kind of stalled on your first drive, but the ensuing punt by Bagwell was muffed at their end. And Stuber jumps on top of it. You guys were in business.
Oh, yeah. No, and Eric Stuber did a great job on that play. He's an all-out hustle player for us. He does all the little things very well. And maybe you don't see him too much on film, but he makes all the plays for us when we need him to. So love that. And special teams did a great job for us all night.
Yeah, and Stuber did it again later in the game.
Yeah. Thomas Hare put a nice hit on their quarterback while they were doing option, finished the tackle as that ball came rolling out. And I thought Stuber was going to have a chance to scoop and score, but he couldn't get the wheels moving fast enough there, but did a great job there too.
Yeah, and your all-purpose guy, Devin Habermill, he knocked the ball loose as well. That was a nice play.
Oh, that play was awesome. He defended exactly like we coached it all week, so it was awesome to see him play the quarterback. As soon as the quarterback pitches it, he's able to get a hand in there and knock the ball out, and he tried to scoop and score it too. The quarterback was smart, though, and went for his legs. I don't think he was going to bring him down if he went up top, but, yeah, he did a great job on that.
You already gave some kudos to the special teams, but, man, I'm going to tell you what. I have never seen a high school punter punt the ball as well as your quarterback, Ethan Bagwell, did in that game and before.
Yeah, no, he did a great job. We're going to knock on wood just to make sure he keeps doing it like that. But our punt team's been doing great. Hopefully we don't have to see him too much tonight. That's the goal, is if I don't have to punt, then my night's going really well. But all special teams did great. Our kickoff coverage was great. We're not missing many tackles. We're all rallying to the ball. Punt return's doing great. I wish we could get a couple more fair catches instead of letting the ball bounce. But at the end of the day, if we get the ball when it's done, I'm okay with that too. So special teams is on point. Field goals are doing great. We just had a little tricky snap and an awkward hold there on that one PAT. So we're going to clean that up for us tonight. But great job.
Last week we talked a little bit about getting some more touches for Jerry Richardson, and you did that to the tune of 167 yards of total offense for him.
No, he had a great game and really popped one open there. He had a couple chances where I think if we would have finished our block for just a split second more, he got tipped on one. He was going off the left side there. He got grabbed by a hand on his shoulder pad that just slowed him down just enough for I think other guys to rally there. But he did a great job. We had that screen pass that was called back for a legal man downfield, even though he's behind the line of scrimmage, and that would have given him a little more points there too. But no, he did a great job, and we're going to keep feeding him the ball when we can.
All right, you have Alton tonight. They're struggling a little bit. They're under a new head coach, so they're kind of starting all over again, and they're giving up on average about 41 points a game on defense, which is what you beat them by last year, 41-0.
Yeah, so hopefully we can keep that average right around the same or more. That's the goal tonight. And I mean, new head coach, and they're starting off to a little rough start. They played Cahokia and Quincy, and I mean they're two pretty decent teams. So Alton's going to come in here hungry tonight. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're ready to go for us.
All right, so we know who you're facing, and we talked about them. Let's talk about you. What do you want to see out of your guys tonight?
Same old as usual. I want us to continue to be great on special teams and win that phase of the game. And then defensively, if we can keep those turnovers coming, I have great visions for this tonight. And then offensively, we just got to slow down on the penalties, keep our drive sustained. And, we keep moving forward. I've got no problem watching that game play out.
Kind of weird seeing everybody out here in these gold and yellow shirts, but it's for a good cause, Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So kind of different to see the yellow instead of all the purple, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to be looking a little like bumblebees on the sideline tonight, but it's for a good cause. And once Miss Lobb asked me if we would do it for football, I said absolutely had to, and got some shirts for all the guys to wear, and you'll hopefully see some players in a little bit more yellow also. So good cause, and it'll look good once the lights shine on them.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck tonight.
No problem. Thank you.
Colton Rose, your Collinsville Kahok football head coach. We will take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show, and when we come back, we'll pass along the starters for you, and if we have time, we'll throw some stats your way as well. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
And we welcome you back to Kahok Stadium here on the Kahok Sports Network as Collinsville and Alton get ready to square off. I'm Todd Duke. Dr. Chris McCluskey is on the other microphone. How are you, sir?
Hey, great, Todd. Thanks for having me back in the booth. I really appreciate it. I tell you, the people of Collinsville and the surrounding area appreciate everything you do, sir.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. Opening kickoff underway. Collinsville has the ball first. Goes to Darren Pennell. He's open. He's going up the sideline. He's got one man back. The kicker. He gets past him. He's still on his feet. And he's finally taken down at the 15, 25-yard line.
Boy, that's the way to get things started here at Kahok Stadium. Junior number 5, Darren Pennell, with an incredible kickoff return to start this football action here at Kahok Stadium.
Man, oh man, he caught that ball down at the 15-yard line and ran it all the way back to the opponent's 25. How about that start?
Yes, sir. We'll take it. A little bit of gold night tonight.
Yeah.
Kahok Nation representing, a lot of gold in the crowd, band playing music, cheerleaders, dancers. Great atmosphere at Kahok Stadium.
All right, we'll set the starters here for you as we go along. The little technical glitch to begin with kind of set me behind a little bit. And we got kind of caught with a little bit about a minute earlier. There's a handoff to Colby Anderson. He goes to the outside over on the left and gets a couple of yards before he's finally brought down. Quarterback Ethan Bagwell back out there, the junior, 6'2", 225 pounds, and that was Colby Anderson who ran the ball. He is the starting running back tonight, 5'9", 180-pound senior. Your wide receivers are Kylan Jordan, a 5'11", 175-pound sophomore. Darren Pennell, who we've already met here tonight, 6 foot, 180-pound junior. Isaiah Gordon, the 5'10", 160-pound junior. And number 24, KJ Thorpes-Watt, the 6'2", 180-pound junior. 3 wide receivers on the near side, goes over to Thorpes-Watt. He cuts, spins, and gets down to about the 15-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 16, and that'll be a yard short of where he needed to get for a first down, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 1.
I'll tell you what, good ball by Ethan Bagwell. I mean, he threw that ball probably 20 yards across the field, and number 5, Darren Pennell, makes a nice block on the cornerback to spring KJ for a nice gain.
Smoke is kind of hanging out here, isn't it?
Yeah, where'd that come from?
That came from the little fireworks they had down there when they brought the guys out of the locker room. All right, so 3rd and 1. Here is a snap. Bagwell with the throw. Throws it over on the far side. That's going to be a first down and a little bit more to Isaiah Gordon. And Gordon gets up inside the 10-yard line for a Kahok first down.
Another nice ball by Ethan Bagwell. He throws a dart. Isaiah Gordon catches the ball first before he runs. He actually shook off the Alton cornerback and had a second effort. Good pursuit by the Redbird secondary, but nice gain by junior Isaiah Gordon.
We have a special guest starting out on the camera for us tonight. Tell us all about him there, Mr. McCluskey.
Hey, this is Poppy Jack. He was a star over at SLU High School in St. Louis years ago, a Notre Dame graduate, and he's running our camera. We appreciate him being here.
Yeah, he's running it for right now. Glenn Woodcock's supposed to be here a little bit later on, but he couldn't get here at 7. There's a fumbled snap, and all the way back it goes to the 31-yard line. Boy, oh boy.
Man, I'll tell you what, though. You hate to see that for the Cahoks, but good sportsmanship. Number 8, who's that guy? Tyrone Foster for Alton helped our quarterback Ethan Bagwell up, making sure he was okay. Love to see good sportsmanship.
9:29 left to play here in this opening quarter, so that sets Collinsville back. That was a 1st and 10. That was from the 9-yard line. Now it's all the way back to the 31, so it is going to be 1st and goal from there. 2nd and goal from there. Anderson is the lone setback. He stands over the right-hand shoulder of Bagwell. 2 wide receivers on either side of this formation. Here's the snap. Bagwell back to pass. Now he steps up. Looks like he wants to throw it. No one to throw it to. Oh, what a stiff arm there, but I tell you what, just getting enough of Bagwell was Carmelo Taylor, and he just got enough of him to bring Bagwell down.
Yeah, Bagwell put Taylor down with a stiff arm, but Taylor, I mean, God love the kid. He stayed with it, and he got Bagwell by the feet, and that was a big play by Taylor.
Let's go over the front line here on offense. Left tackle is George Lopez, 6'2", 270-pound senior. Max Link is on left guard, 6 foot, 220-pound senior. Javier Oseguera is the center, 6'1", 320-pound senior. Thomas Kohler is the right guard, 5'11", 250-pound junior. And Dalton Hersey, a 5'11", 245-pound junior, rounds out your offensive line. Back. No running backs. Back to throw. Bagwell. He's got Pennell open, but he and his defender, that was Javion Chairs, stayed with him the whole time.
Yeah, a little incidental contact. I think, both guys collided. Pennell, I'm not sure he could locate the football. And Bagwell put a good ball up on the sideline. That's where you want to see it. But Pennell and the defender got tied up, so it's going to bring up a 4th down for your Kahawks.
Collinsville's going for it on 4th down because that would probably be a 50-yard field goal attempt for Andrew Chai, so they've opted to go for it on 4th down. They've got to get it into the end zone because there is no first down to get. 2 wide receivers on either side once again. Anderson, the lone running back, but Bagwell obviously going back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He launches one down the middle. Got Thorpe's Watt open, but a couple of defenders closed in on him at the last moment, and that's disrupted that play. So Alton will get the ball back after a turnover on downs by Collinsville.
Yeah, great ball by Bagwell. He had Thorpe's Watt. Number 3, Travis Billups out of Alton makes a great play on that football. So that'd be a turnover on downs, as a result of a fumbled snap. I'm not sure if it was a bad snap or mishandled, whatever it is. Alton's going to have the ball here on their own, looks like 33-yard line.
And here's what your defense looks like on the line. Devin Habermill, the 6'1", 210-pound senior. Thomas Kohler, we told you about him, the 5'11", 250-pound junior. Max Link is out there as well, 6', 220-pound senior. 1st and 10 for Alton. We'll fill in the rest of the defensive starters for Collinsville in just a moment. There's the handoff, and it goes up the middle and across to the 40-yard line was the ball carrier.
Yeah, they had a nice gain on the play.
Keith Gilchrist.
Number 32, Roland Arms, had nice pursuit. He kind of overran the ball, and he came back to stop that ball, or stop the runner from breaking loose. So looks like about a 7-yard gain for Alton.
Coming into this contest, Gilchrist led the team in rushing yards, 14 carries for 45 yards. Graham McAfoos is the quarterback for Alton. He's 14 of 36 for 130 yards with a touchdown and an interception. He stands in shotgun. Gilchrist over his left-hand shoulder. McAfoos back to pass. I believe that was almost tipped, and that's going to be a first down on the completion to Byron Stampley Jr., and Alton has moved the chains on their first possession.
Yes, sir. Number 20, Isaiah Gordon, cornerback for Collinsville. I like the cushion he gave. You don't want to give up the long ball. Alton receiver catches the ball. Gordon makes a great open field tackle. Good for a first down for Alton.
Linebackers for Collinsville. Eric Stuber, the 6', 175-pound senior. Thomas Hare, the 5'10", 185-pound senior. We'll finish that thought in a moment. McAfoo is in shotgun again. This time he's going to hand the ball off, and he does so. And back in the backfield, tackled by Mr. Devin Habermill as he brings down Travis Billups.
Yeah, this Habermill kid's a special player. I mean, sophomore, he's a giant. He's teamed up with my son Cole as a Fellowship of Christian Athletes leader on this team. He's just a quality individual and a beast on the football field.
Zay Norton is another linebacker, 5'10", 205-pound senior. Roland Arms had a great week last week, 5'10", 195-pound junior. Mondre Kroom, the 5'10", 175-pound junior. And your defensive backs in the secondary, Isaiah Gordon, Colby Anderson, and Darren Pinnell. We already gave you their stats when they were out there on offense. Here is McAfoos in shotgun once again. He rolls around to his right. He throws to the right-hand side. He's got the man, but tackled right at the original line of scrimmage was Byron Stampley Jr., and the tackle laid out by Isaiah Gordon.
Hey, man, give credit to number 4 Stampley Jr. To catch that ball, Isaiah laid him out, and he still came down with that football. So Gordon looks like he's playing great football. And we got a nice, solid matchup on our hands here at Kahok Stadium.
Yeah, we do. So it is 3rd down and 10 now for Alton. McAfoo's in shotgun again. He will roll out to his left. He looks, he throws, and he's got a man, but that man is going to be well short of the first down as he is ran out of bounds by Colby Anderson. That's going to bring up 4th down for Alton.
Yeah, interesting call for Alton here. You would think they would punt per standard football rules. However, it looks like their offense, well, number 9's coming out. We'll see if he's a punter. But
well, that's their quarterback. Our quarterback punts, so who knows if theirs does. It's not. I don't know.
Looks like their offense is on the field. Let's go Collinsville defense.
Well, they need about 6 yards to get that first down.
Man, that's a gutsy call.
Sure is, right at midfield. Right at midfield. Gilchrist is the lone setback over the left-hand shoulder of McAfoos. 2 wide receivers on either side. McAfoos back to quick pass, and that's knocked down by Pinnell. And that's going to be a turnover on downs for Alton. So both teams turn over the ball on downs on their first possessions, and Collinsville will get to touch the ball for the second time tonight.
Yes, sir. Collinsville sent a blitz. Number 32, Roland Arms, came through untouched, rushed the quarterback. So he threw kind of a weak ball. Darren Pinnell made a great play to knock that ball down. Possession will return to the Kahawks on their own 46 that?
49.
49,
Yeah.
just shy of it.
4:45 left to go here in this first quarter. No score between Collinsville and Alton. Here is Bagwell in shotgun once again. He will fake the handoff to Jerry Richardson, who sees his first action, and Bagwell keeps it himself and rumbles ahead for about 9 yards.
Yeah, great read by Bagwell. Everybody closed down on Richardson. He kept the ball and went to the opposite side, and that's going to be good for a 9-yard gain.
Coach told us before the game that Richardson would not play in the first series. One of those things when if you miss a practice, you get held out of the first series. He missed a practice because he was sick, but a missed practice is a missed practice. That's the way they look at it.
Discipline is discipline,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Colton Rhodes has brought a breath of fresh air to this Kahok program. The kids believe in him. And Bagwell, center throws him a towel. He throws it behind him. He doesn't need that.
2 wide receivers on either side once again. In motion, that goes Richardson. And rolling out is Bagwell. He's in trouble. He's got to throw. He does. And a nice hook up there with Kylan Jordan, who only came in with 1 catch for 5 yards, and he got that last week versus Triad.
Yeah, you better bring a little more heat than that if you're going to get Bagwell down. I mean, he was under pressure, and he just stayed well composed and threw a dart. He's throwing the football well tonight.
Sure is, yeah. Bagwell coming into this game, 22 of 46, 237 yards. Unfortunately, he has more interceptions than touchdowns, 3 INTs to 2 touchdowns, but we're hoping to change that here tonight. 3:35 left to go here in this first quarter. Same formation. Here comes Colby Anderson in motion. Fake handoff to him. Gives to Richardson. Richardson darts past the left tackle and gets up close to a first down. He'll be about 1.5 yards short. And Collinsville will be in business once again. Second time in the red zone tonight for the Kahawks. Last time, a bad snap sent them back, and they couldn't recover from it. So hopefully things will work out better this time.
Yeah, great run by Jerry Richardson. Credit number 1, Gardell Ballinger out of Alton. He came in and laid some wood on Richardson, and good thing Jerry held on to that ball. Nice play by the safety, Ballinger.
3 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. No score between Collinsville and Alton as of yet. Collinsville threatening. Here's the snap. Back to pass is Bagwell. Quickly, he throws over to the near side. Has Pinnell, and Pinnell gets up to the 15-yard line before he is brought down. They're going to mark him down at the 6, so a gain of 3 on the play.
Yeah, Alton's kind of both teams are giving the wide receivers cushion right now. I don't think anybody wants to give up the big play. Both teams are tackling well, so you're seeing these short passes go for short gains. But like you said, that's good for a first down for Collinsville, so we'll take it.
This is a fast-moving quarter, man. There's only 2.5 left already.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a penalty yet.
No, we have not seen a penalty, and I don't think we've seen one incomplete pass. So, yeah, clock keeps on running. 3 wide receivers, trips to the left. 1 single wide receiver over here. That's Thorpe's Watt. And Richardson, the lone running back. He takes the handoff. He'll try the left-hand side. He's got some blockers, but he can't get around the secondary line and ends up going down about the 10, but that's still a pickup of about 7 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short for the Kahawks.
I'm telling you, it looked like Jerry was gone, but again, number 1, Gardell Ballinger. This kid can play football. He came up and filled and stopped Jerry, although, like you said, we'll take 6, 7 yards any day.
Oh, yeah. Richardson, by the way, coming into this contest, 24 carries, 156 yards, and the 1 touchdown. Started this game 89 yards away from becoming the all-time rushing leader at Collinsville High School.
Unbelievable. What a great kid and such a talent. It's fun to watch him play.
90 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. There's a fake handoff. Bagwell's going to keep it. He'll get across the line of scrimmage and be brought down at about the 7-yard line. So minimum pickup there, maybe 1 yard or 2, and that's it.
So Collinsville's going to have 2nd and maybe 3. Well, they're going to actually mark that ball up. 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1 for Collinsville.
Yeah. I think they need to get to the 6-yard line. Ball resting on the 7. 1 minute to go here in this opening quarter. Wide receivers, 2 on either side of this formation. You have Pinnell over here in the slot on the near side along with Thorpe's Watt. Once again, Richardson, the lone running back. Bagwell in shotgun, throws, and he's got Pinnell. Pinnell bobbles it, but he gets the first down as Collinsville is now inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal from the 3-yard line.
Oh, baby, Darren Pinnell with a little shake and bake, number 24. Jamari Rounds had Darren stuck in the backfield. Darren juked him and got the first down, and that young man was slapping his hands. He knew he got beat on that one. Kudos to Darren Pinnell.
Kahawks trying to get one more play off before this First quarter comes to a close. We have 20 seconds left in the quarter, and it's the same formation. Here's Bagwell, the snap. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going in for a touchdown.
Yes, sir. Number 10, junior Ethan Bagwell hits pay dirt.
3-yard touchdown run for Bagwell.
Credit the offensive line on that, Todd. You could have driven a Mack truck through that hole.
And Andrew Chai out to try the extra point.
Senior Colby Anderson will hold the ball for Chai.
Everybody is ready to go.
Offsides.
Offsides, and they're not going to do anything about that on the extra point try. But now we're going to go for two. They're going to go for two now as they stop the clock. Well, the clock was already stopped, but after that whistle, and they move the ball from the 3 to the 2-yard line. We're going to go ahead and go for two.
That's good for everybody but Andrew Chai.
Yeah.
He was out there ready to kick the ball. Gosh,
come on.
But, hey, with the way the offensive line's playing, I like this call. And hopefully the Kahawks can punch one in for a 2-point conversion.
Two wide receivers over here on the near side, Pennell and Thorpe-Swat. Over on the far side, that is Kylan Jordan. Richardson, the lone running back. He is going to get the ball, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and that was no good. So missed 2-point conversion. We'll keep it at 6-0, and we will take a break and come back and tell you all about the ensuing kickoff to the Alton Redbirds, and we'll do that here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Back here at Kahawk Stadium, Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey along with you. Glad that you're with us as Collinsville is ahead 6-0 after the missed 2-point conversion.
Yeah, we had Devin Habermail in the backfield as a lead blocker, but I think there was a little of fumbling on the snap there.
Back deep, William Harris, and that one's going to be popped up early, and that one is going to land at the 45-yard line. I think Collinsville was looking for a little onside kick, kind of a sneak play, see if they can get that ball back, and that didn't work out.
I think they did too, and it was really close to working out.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
give credit to number 7 there, Jack Robinson, for holding on to that ball.
That's right. Chai looked like he was going to hit one deep, and he popped one up. It was actually a nice ball, but Alton did a good job of hanging on to the football. But I'll tell you what, as well as Collinsville's defense has been playing this year, you're more than willing to take those gambles because you believe in your defense.
Cardinals are down 4-0 to Pittsburgh. What's up with that?
We beat the great teams.
I know.
We
struggled against Washington. Now we're struggling against Pittsburgh. All right, so back to action here for Alton. Graham McAfoos. He has running backs on either side of his shoulders. 2 wide receivers on the far, 1 on the near. Kahawks threatening blitz, looking like they're showing blitz. They did, and back in the backfield, he's going to get wrapped up. Down goes Keith Gilchrist on a great open field tackle by Kahawk Eric Stuber.
Yes, sir. Coach Colton Rhodes sends a blitz from the linebacker, which rushes the quarterback. He's got to get rid of the ball, and Eric Stuber came through and made a great open field tackle to pin the Alton Redbirds back deep on second down.
Stuber with a couple of fumble recoveries in that triad contest, and that would wrap up quarter number 1, so time for a break. We'll be back here to tell you all about quarter number 2 in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our K-Hawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a K-Hawk, always a K-Hawk. Hashtag K-Hawk family. After a loss on the play, Alton looking at a 2nd down and 19 from their own 36-yard line. McAfee is in shotgun, trying to get the K-Hawks to jump offside. They don't. The pass is complete, and there's the guy that just saved their bacon on that onside kick, Jack Robinson, who takes that pass, and he got most of that back, and then about 4 more yards. It'll bring up a 3rd down and about 6 to go for a 1st down here for Alton.
Yeah, that gives Alton a chance, and here we are again with a 3rd and long for Alton. We'll see what Collinsville's defense has in store. We've been blitzing a lot of linebackers tonight. We'll see if Coach Colton Rhodes dials another one up.
Just underway in the 2nd quarter. And a 3rd down and 7 is the call. And the snap, McAfee back. He's going to throw to this side. He's got a man open again, and he bobbles it. Did he hold on to before he stepped out of bounds? I guess so. And that's going to be a 1st down.
Yeah, nice catch by number 4, Byron Stampley Jr. I wasn't sure if he was bobbling or not, but the side judge says he made the catch, and nice catch, young man. Good for a 1st down for the Alton Redbirds on the Collinsville 44-yard line.
So a fresh set of downs here for Alton. Got a comment on the feed here from Ed McDonald. Thank you for doing this. Devin is my grandson, and I'm a 1970 graduate of CHS. See, that's why I do this, man. People that live nowhere close to here can watch their loved ones play, and that's why we do what we do.
Well, Ed, your grandson is a heck of a player, man.
You
should be proud.
All right, there's a quick sideline pass, and they find Travis Billups, and that was about a 3-yard gain after the catch and run.
Yeah, Alton doing a good job of spreading the field, and similar offensive strategies by both teams here.
Yeah.
A lot of balls out to the flat and testing the receivers and the cornerbacks. So hopefully our cornerbacks can rise to the challenge here this evening.
Jaquavion Whitfield all the way over on the far sideline for the wide receiver spot over there. 2 more on this side. Here is a snap, and the handoff is going to go to Bollinger, and Bollinger gets forward for about 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 for Alton to get another 1st down. K-Hawks, by the way, shut out Alton last year at West Alton Elementary School, 41-0. Scored in every quarter except the 4th. Most of those points came in the 2nd. They put up 26 points in the 2nd quarter. Anderson, he was the quarterback last year, went 8 of 12 for 215 yards and 4 touchdown passes in that game.
Well, let me tell you, that's a beautiful field up there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the first time I'd seen it. I was highly impressed.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Such an old-fashioned looking stadium, even though they got that new turf in there. Under center this time is McAfee. He pitches it all the way back to Bollinger. Bollinger can't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of about 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 9 here for the Redbirds.
Yeah. Mr. Stuber was a contained man. He turned that guy inside, said, no, sir, and our linebacking core was waiting on him, and there was just nothing doing. So you're probably going to see Alton punt on this play here. Yeah,
it's looking like they are not going to go for it this time, which is a little strange because they're like into enemy territory this time. They weren't last time.
They were not down 6-0 last time
true.
either, so that changes things.
That is true. Dylan Cohen is the punter, and back deep is Richardson. He stands on his own 10-yard line.
How about some fireworks out of Jerry right here?
I know. As long as they kick it to him. Here is the punt. It's high and it's shallow. We're going to let that one bounce, and it's going to take a Collinsville bounce, and it'll didn't really bounce forward at all.
Straight up in the air.
Yeah.
Jerry did a good job of staying away, and that'll change possessions.
And the K-Hawks will have it 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line with 8:49 left to play here in this 2nd quarter. In that game last year for Richardson, how about 16 carries for 89 yards? That's what he needs tonight to break the record, huh?
Thank you, sir.
Pinnell only had 2 catches, but that was for 46 yards, and both were for touchdowns.
Not bad, huh?
No, I think
Not
that's
bad.
1,000%, right? They call
I was
that
up
batting
there.
1,000.
That was an afternoon game, if I remember, wasn't it?
Seemed
Seemed like it was daylight a long time during that game.
want to say Alton Marquette because we played there against Alton Marquette too.
Oh,
I
maybe
think that one
was
was
it.
the daytime game.
Okay.
Here's a snap, and the handoff goes to Richardson. He brings it around the right side. He has a little bit of room. Had a blocker out there as well, and KJ Thorpe's Watts, and that gave him an extra couple of yards, and that's going to bring up a second down and short here for Collinsville. Maybe a yard or two to get for the first down.
Yeah, Jerry got wide, and KJ Thorpe swat out at wide out, made a couple nice blocks. So they're going to mark it a little short. He must have stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
Looks like second about 4.
Yeah. Thought he got a little bit closer than that. You know, I wasn't really at the beginning kind of, we're wearing gold and stuff. But you know what? The gold and the purple look good together.
You know, I would say that, but I'm from Harrisburg, and the El Dorado Eagles were gold and purple, and
I
I
gotcha.
can't do it, Ty.
I hear you.
That's why I never liked the Lakers.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Well, there's a whistle on the play, and we're going to have a delay of game against Collinsville. That'll cost them 5 yards, so instead of 2nd and 3, it'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I think one of Alton's defenders jumped a little bit, so we kind of delayed our snap count and ended up costing us a delay of game.
Well, 8:43, the clock stops on the penalty.
How about this weather tonight,
Oh, it's
Todd?
awesome.
Huh?
It is.
You couldn't ask for anything better. Hope everybody at home's enjoying the broadcast. Packed stadium here at Kahok Stadium.
So 2nd down and 8 now for Collinsville. Bagwell in shotgun, low snap, but he picks it up, rolls out to his left-hand side. He's looking. He's got a man wide open. That's Pinnell across midfield. He gets around one would-be tackler, and then he gets taken down at the 35-yard line. Oh, what a big pickup by Pinnell.
Man, nice throw by Bagwell. Nice catch by Pinnell. Now, credit number 3, Kylan Jordan. He had a chance to block that receiver in the back to spring Pinnell, and he just didn't do it.
That's good,
that is so tempting. I thought, oh, my goodness, what a disciplined play by Kylan Jordan. Well done, young man.
45-yard pickup for Pinnell. And Collinsville 1st and 10 into Alton territory. Bagwell in shotgun once again, has Richardson over his left-hand shoulder, trips to the right on this formation. Rollout is to the left, and Bagwell acted like he was going to pitch it out to Richardson, but he keeps it and gets it all the way down to the 21-yard line. Another first down for Collinsville.
Man, what a nice read by Bagwell. I mean, he and Jerry Richardson were so patient, and Bagwell saw the hole, and he took advantage.
Nicely done there, boys, on both ends. Talk about some He was doing that little stutter step that they practice
it was great.
like in those tires and stuff.
I'm telling you, man, they were just, both of them were sitting there reading that thing.
Yeah, that was a definitely a nice read on the quarterback's part.
A little conversation with the referee and Coach Rhodes here. Not sure what that is.
I'm not sure either. He's saying
It's like they're backing us up.
the referee went up to him, said that one of the Collinsville kids grabbed the guy's jersey and held on to it.
Well, and anytime you take that, I mean, the patience is awesome, but when you expect your line to hold blocks that long, it's tough.
Oh, yeah. So, a loss on the play all the way back to the 47-yard line. So 1st and 22 for the Cayoks. They got to get it all the way down to the 25.
Oh, we got 4 downs to do it, right?
Oh, yeah. I would say so. 2 wide receivers. Excuse me, 1 wide receiver on this side, 3 on the far side. And the snap for Bagwell. He's going to go back to pass. And he launches it downfield. And he's trying to find Pinnell. He's got him. First down inside the 15-yard line.
Pinnell in triple coverage. The Alton defensive backs want to push off. No, sir, baby. He was in triple coverage. He just went up and got that ball. Nice ball by Bagwell. Nice snag by Pinnell. Nice work, K-Hawks.
Well, I tell you what, that was some fun stuff to watch there.
Oh, baby. You know, Bagwell's finally putting that ball on the sidelines. He's giving his receivers a chance. And Pinnell, man, he just went up and got that football. That's awesome.
32-yard pickup on that one, so Pinnell almost has 100 yards worth of receptions just on this drive.
Yeah, what holding call, huh?
Yeah, I hear you. Fresh set of downs for Collinsville on their own 15-yard line. Bagwell in shotgun once again. Richardson, he's going to take the handoff. He's going to go up the middle, and he is going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Collinsville.
Yes, sir. Number 9, senior Jerry Richardson hits pay dirt. He's going with the Cobra Kai stance, huh? They just released that today, I heard.
Yeah, we were actually watching some of that in class today. The students like that show, so they had it on. It's Fun Friday, so after we get done about 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, we watch movies.
I like it.
I do too.
Jerry
Glenn?
Richardson having fun. Again, credit the offensive line out of Collinsville. And Jerry Richardson hits Pater. I think you're going to see Andrew Chai for the PAT here.
15-yard run for a score for Richardson. And Andrew Chai now on to try the extra point. Anderson once again will hold. Referees are ready to go, and I think they're ready to go. Oh, here comes a late referee running onto the field.
Back judge is behind.
Not sure what he was doing. All right, there's the whistle. Now we're ready to go. There's the snap. It's high, but it's down, and the kick is on the way, and it is good. So Collinsville puts up another 7 points, and we will head to a timeout, and Alton will get the ball back first when we come back from this break on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
We are back. Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey with you. That ball gets past the up man on the kickoff return team, gets picked up at the 15-yard line, almost got ripped out of his hands. William Harris is the ball carrier, and he turns that into a not a bad gain. They get it up to the 20-yard line, and that could have been a lot worse. First, the ball gets past the initial man, and the second, he almost had the ball ripped out of his hands.
Yeah, it was a nice play by the contained man on the other side. I was focused on the contained man on this side because that is number 87.
I know who that is.
Mr. Cole McCluskey.
Let me move that back up there a little bit. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I was like, why am I not hearing you?
So nice return by Alton. That'll give them the ball on their own, looks like 30-yard line. With 6:44 left here in the second quarter. Down 13-0, Kahok Stadium.
McAfoo's in shotgun. 3 wide receivers on this near side. Here's a snap. McAfoo's going to go back to throw. He does right up the middle, and he hits the same man who just returned the ball, William Harris. And Harris is going to have enough for a first down.
Yeah, William Harris is in front of our linebackers about 5 yards deep. Made a nice juke. Throws those guys, and, well, let's see what's happening. They're not moving the stick for some reason. We got a player down.
Yes, we do.
In the Alton backfield. I'm not sure who that is.
Neither am I. Goldschmidt scored in the top of the 6th, so the Cardinals have gotten a run. They are down 4-1 to Pittsburgh. We have a timeout due to injury, so we will step aside here for just a moment, and we'll be back on the Kahok Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Dalton Hersey turns out to be the injured Kahok, and he had to be carried off the field by Colton Rhodes and Amanda Bauer. They started to let him walk off, but he was limping so bad they just picked up his legs and carried him over.
Yeah, another class act. I mean, how often you see the head coach go out, not only check on his guy, but be the guy to carry him off the field.
Yeah. All right, so we wish him the best. He's on the table getting tended to by the athletic trainers here. Back to action. McAfoo's in shotgun for Alton. They have a 1st and 10 from their own 41. They trail 13-0 to the Kahawks. Wide receivers, trips to the right. And he's asking for the ball, and he's not getting it. He's going to go back to pass, throws it down that far sideline. Pinnell picks it off. Oh, boy.
Have a day, Darren Pinnell.
Pinnell already up to 84 yards in the receiving area. Now he's got a interception, and earlier, the very first kickoff of the game, he ran it down about 74 yards. So, yeah, he's having a day, I'd say.
Man, what a play. Now, credit Isaiah Norton, Zay Norton, the artist formerly known as Isaiah Norton.
Exactly,
right?
Yes.
He ran a blitz and really forced the issue. The quarterback had to give it up. He put too much air under that ball, and Darren Pinnell said, that's my ball, baby.
Yeah. That's what they're saying about King Charles, too. He's the artist formerly known as Prince.
Oh, stop. Oh, boy.
I know. It's too soon.
It's getting thick in here, folks.
6:07 left to play here in this first half. Second quarter action. 13-0 in favor of Collinsville. Turnover gives the ball back to the Kahawks. 1st and 10 from their own 30. Empty backfield. 3 wide receivers on this side, 2 on the far side. Bagwell in shotgun by himself. He's going to go back, and he's going to roll out to his left. He's looking. He's throwing. He's got a man wide open, and that man is going to be gone. Oh, boy. Isaiah Gordon. That's a touchdown. That's a 70-yard touchdown, Collinsville.
Yes, sir. Ethan Bagwell rolls to his left. Not many kids can roll to the left and put that much heat on a football. He threw a strike to junior Isaiah Gordon, and he heads off to pay dirt. Nobody was catching him, and he's down there. He's getting emotional because these guys lost one of their best friends that played football with them, Mr. Horace, and Horace's mom's here watching. And Isaiah, you could tell he got emotional for his best friend Horace. Coach gives him a hug. God love him. Great job, Gordon.
That is awesome.
Oh, man. Look at him.
Andrew Chai ready for another extra point try here. Anderson, the holder. The snap is high, but the ball brought down, and the kick is on the way, and it is good.
Andrew Chai kicked that ball to the horseshoe.
Yes, he did.
My goodness, what a leg on that kid.
20-0 in favor of Collinsville, and we're going to take a timeout. Alton's going to get the ball back one more time, and we'll tell you all about it here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Short kick there by Chai. Goes to the 30-yard line where it was caught, and the player immediately went down and took a knee.
In high school football, if you are down and take a knee, you cannot get up and advance the football. So that's a dead ball.
Looks like we got a big old full moon popping up out there, although there's some clouds covering it up, but that's kind of cool.
I noticed it last night on my way home. That thing was huge.
Yeah, I did too. When I got back from the volleyball game, I pulled into my neighborhood, and I'm like, whoa, there's the moon.
Well, that volleyball game went quick.
Man,
huh?
it did.
Good
Everybody, two set sweeps by every level of Kahok Lady Kahok volleyball last night. That was nice.
Well, I was in Granite City. My daughter asked me to come pick her up. I got there.
I saw her there.
Well, she said, I'm not there anymore, Dad. So I went for nothing.
McAfoo's in shotgun once again. 2 wide receivers far. He's going to hand the ball off, and up the middle it goes, and that's a close to a first down run there by Keith Gilchrist. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, nice hold by the Alton line. They sealed our linebackers, and it's good for, looks like, man, I don't know. They might measure this. Nah, 9-yard gain.
Yeah, they're marking it down at the 40. They need to get to the 41 for a first down. Alton breaks huddle. 5:25 left to play here in this second quarter. And Collinsville with a 20-0 lead. There's a snap and a handoff once again to Gilchrist. This time he doesn't get as far, but he gets enough for a first down, and that's all he really needed to move the chains.
Yeah, that's all they needed. And, you know, for Alton, they're just looking to put some points on the board and chew up some clock. The last thing they want to do is give the ball back to Collinsville. Collinsville's offense heating up right now. I mean, they're feeling it.
You ain't kidding there.
I think even going into the locker room 20-0, Alton would take it. They don't want to give up any more points.
Defense has been playing stellar all year long, and they have so far here tonight. As McAfoo's once again with the same formation, wide receivers split 2 on each side. McAfoo's in shotgun, has his running back over his right-hand shoulder, and the handoff goes to the running back, bounces off a 1. Ballinger gets wrapped up all the way back at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that play.
Let me tell you what, this Ballinger kid, I mean, Zayden Norton hit him hard, and he bounced off of him and kept going. That kid's got some heart in him, but Collinsville comes up with a nice stop on 1st and 10. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Redbirds.
Yeah, no gain on the play. 4:20 left to go here in this second quarter. Collinsville up 20-0, looking to improve to 2-1 on the year before their first big road trip of the year next week at Charleston.
Ooh, that's a road trip there.
I know, man. I got to leave about 1:30.
I'm going to have to take an airplane.
3 wide receivers on the left side of the formation. McAfoo's in shotgun, back to pass. Looks, now tucks it in. He's going to run, and he's going to slide down before he gets to the 50-yard line. He's going to pick up about 5, so that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. Late flag.
On.
That's
They're
a very late
for
flag.
it. First of all, you don't see a high school kid slide much, and we were going after him anyway, but okay. Personal foul.
Yeah, I don't like that call.
I get it. It's all good. He earned it. He set it up.
He was trying to dive at the running back the quarterback while he was running, and at the last second he slid down. Yeah. That was not a late hit.
Yeah, no, Colton Rhodes is upset. He's like, I mean, I get it. He did it on purpose, but there was nothing malicious there.
No, not at all. Colton Rhodes will get his 2 cents into the referee's ear on this near sideline. That's going to give Alton an automatic first down and put them into Kahok territory.
I would love to hear what our linebackers say to their quarterback now on the field after that. I was a quarterback. I mean, he's going to get an earful, buddy.
Trips to the left side this time. 1 lone wide receiver on this side and 1 lone running back. That's Ballinger. Stands over the right-hand shoulder of McAfoo's. 1st and 10 for Alton on Collinsville's 39-yard line. And movement up front. That should be against Alton.
False start, yeah.
Yes, it is. That'll cost them 5 yards, so that'll.
Yeah, the football gods come into.
Got 5 of it back anyway. Not all of it. Got 5 of it.
The referee winds the clock at 3:30 to go here in the first half.
Trips to the left once again here for the Redbirds. The McAfoo's. Ready for another snap. Here it is. He is going to go back to pass. He throws it quickly, and he's got a man open. And it's a run, and back and forth we go. Then a first down. Nice job there, William Harris. He turned what would have been about a 5-yard gain into about a 20-yard gain.
Yeah, shake and bake by Harris, man. He just made our guys miss. That's all there is to it.
Coming up on 3 minutes left to play here in this first half. 20-0 in favor of the good guys.
Man, I tell you, it's nice to have a 20-0 lead, but, buddy, I mean, with almost 3 minutes left, okay, there's going to be a timeout. Maybe an equipment timeout. Maybe there's a hurt player, maybe?
Each team has all 3 of their timeouts left. I don't see anyone.
Well, the official signaled an official timeout for some reason.
Well, it looks like whatever the case may be, we have a timeout. So we will take a break as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune.
First and 10 for Alton. What's going on, man? Another timeout called? I think there's another timeout that's been called. That's okay. We'll just keep it right here for this one. We will, how about the history between these two teams, at least since 1999? Alton actually has the edge over Collinsville. They are 13-9 versus the Kahawks over those last 22 years. Redbirds won 3 of the last 4 and won 3 in a row from 2017 to 2019. And during that 3-game winning streak, the Kahawks were outscored 163-31. The last win by Alton, by the way, was a 58-6 win in 2019. That was at West Alton Elementary School in week number 3. That's why it's a 163-31 outcome there. 58-6, that would help that one along big time. All right. Now we're back after, I don't know, I guess an official timeout, and then Alton took a timeout. So Alton now has trips to the right. Here's the snap. McAfee's hands the ball off, and he does so to Bollinger, and Bollinger gets wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 2 yards on that, back to the 25-yard line, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 12 for Alton.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
2nd down and 12. Alton trying to get into the red zone as we have 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to play here in this second quarter. McAfee's in shotgun once again. Same formation with trips to the right. Here's the snap, and the handoff is going to go up the middle to Gilchrist. And Gilchrist gets through the initial wall of purple and maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage after he did. And that's going to be a pickup of 2, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. I'll give him 3 on the play, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. We have the Woods Basement System halftime show coming up. Chris, can you start looking for some halftime scores for me, please? Thank you. We'll also feature the Collinsville Kahawk Marching Band in that Woods Basement System halftime show. And some scores and some stats from this game. Scores from around the area, stats from this game. 3rd down and 9. Back to pass is McAfee's. He steps up, and he gets tugged from behind, and the ball falls incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 1 minute and 12 seconds left and bring up a 4th down and 9 for Alton. So Alton looking like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 9. No, looks like they're going to bring out the field goal kicker. Actually, that's Dylan Cowan out there, number 33. So they're going to try a field goal from here, see if they can get some points on the board before we head to the locker rooms for halftime. And the holder will be the quarterback, McAfee. So this is going to be a 38-yard field goal, but now Alton would like to call a timeout. So they have 1 timeout left as they get ready to go for a 38-yard field goal from here.
Well, the first half went too fast, so now we need to slow it down.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know where all the timeouts went to. We had a timeout, I guess, was called by the officials. Then Alton called a timeout right afterward.
I think there was a guy down on the other side of the field that we couldn't see.
That was injured?
I think so.
Okay.
I didn't see any equipment issues, and he called an official timeout, so.
I didn't see the hand signals. I just took the timeout, and then we came back from the timeout, and then Alton took a timeout.
Lots of timeouts.
Yeah. Alton takes their second timeout, so they have, or I guess Collinsville took that timeout.
Well, Collinsville knows that this is big possession. You don't want to give up the fake here, right?
No. Well, they need 9 yards to get a first down. Not a very good yardage situation to do a fake on.
No, but Alton's desperate, and, kudos to our coaching staff for just making our guys aware of it, right?
Richardson's going back like it's a punt just in case it doesn't get that far.
Well, yeah, if he shanks it, you can run it back, right?
I know, as long as he doesn't go in the end
it's
zone.
like that Alabama-Auburn game.
Yeah. All right, here's the snap, ball down. Kick is on the way, and the kick is good.
I don't know.
I didn't see the signal.
There is no signal.
I thought it was good. Normally, tell me a signal.
He didn't give one. Jerry Richardson gave a signal. He said no good.
Yeah. Give me the no good signal then, man.
The back judge did not give a signal, but I'm assuming it was no good.
Unless,
Are they going to I don't know what's going on right now.
That's what John Sika said. It was no good. So, or Jim Sika, excuse me. I'm guessing it's no good. No, it looks like we're going to do
a flag.
That's
that's why he didn't give a signal. There was a flag on the play.
All right. I didn't.
And so now, why they have the 3?
I didn't see the flag. I didn't see the signal given by the referee for the flag. And where's the ball?
The scoreboard says 1st and 10. The chain gang says 4th and 3.5 or 4. I don't know what's going on.
Well, they moved it up, so it's a 4th down and about 4 now instead of 4th and 9.
Man,
so now they're going to go for it. Yeah, McAfoo's, the Alton Redbirds are going to go for it now on 4th and short instead of 4th and long. They need to pick up 4 yards for a first down. There's 1:06 left on the clock, and here's the snap. Handoff goes to Gilchrist up the middle. He gets knocked down, gets back up. Oh, and he stiffs arms Jerry Richardson, and then coming in to save the day on 4th down was Collinsville's Isaiah Gordon.
Man, what a play by Gordon. And little flag. I think there's some talking.
Well, that'll come after the play. That's a dead ball foul.
That's on Alton.
It's going to be on Alton. And he didn't get enough for the first down, so it would have been a turnover on downs anyway. Now they're going to give Collinsville some more yardage, and we'll see what Collinsville wants to do here with 58.4 seconds left and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, number 20,
Gordon. Timeout, sorry.
Gordon's down on the sideline being attended to by the trainers, so hopefully he's okay.
Yeah.
He came off the field shaking his head. On the Kahawks? But they're signaling the other way.
I know. I don't understand.
I'm sure. Okay. I think Gordon was flustered, so
I guess he
probably
pointed downfield because it's first down Kahawks. That's why he pointed to that side.
Okay.
Penalty ends up being against Collinsville, so they'll be penalized, and the ball will sit on their own 8-yard line, and that's where they'll start from, or 7-yard line, excuse me.
Yeah, I think Gordon flustered, probably got the personal foul. But at any rate, you're going to see Kahawks with 53 seconds coming the other way. I wouldn't be surprised if we just run the clock at this point.
Yeah.
Don't risk a turnover, but you never know.
Yep, got to be careful because your ball's on the 7, and by the time that Bagwell gets it, because he's in shotgun, he's not going to kneel now.
You're probably going to see Bagwell run up the gut.
Yeah.
Right?
3 wide receivers on the far side. 1 here on the near side. Here's the snap. And the handoff goes to Richardson, and he brings it around the right side. He's got plenty of room and gets out of the shadow of his own goalpost as that ball is brought out to about the 16-yard line. That's close to a first down. It'll be 2nd down and 1, I believe.
Collinsville in hurry-up offense. They're going to try to get another play or 2 off.
They've got 2 timeouts in their pocket to use as well.
Probably going to take a shot here.
There is Bagwell in shotgun. 2 wide receivers on either side. Bagwell back to pass. Throws a quick one out to the flats to Richardson, and Richardson steps out of bounds to stop the clock. First down.
I like that. Collinsville going to see if we can run a few plays and maybe, break one, but at least we're out of danger zone at this point, right?
Yeah.
That's what you fear right here. You don't want to give up any points.
Clock stops with 28.4 seconds left.
Looks like number 20, Gordon, is up and okay. Trainer's talking to him on the sideline, but it looks like he's fine, so that's good to see.
Kylan Jordan lines up as a wide receiver here on the sideline. And now a stoppage in play. Timeout.
Another timeout, baby.
This one's going to be taken by Alton, though. The clock was already stopped. So not sure why they called a timeout, but we'll go ahead and take a timeout as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
Back here at Collinsville High School. Kahok Stadium is where we are on this second Friday in September. Beautiful night. Here's the snap. Bagwell back to pass. He is getting pressured. He'll get out of it. He'll launch one down the middle of the field, and it's over the head of the intended receiver, Ryan McIntyre, and that'll stop the clock with 21.1 seconds left, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for Collinsville.
Yeah, heads-up play by Bagwell. I mean, he was under pressure and threw a bullet, but he put that ball up in the air, so either McIntyre makes the grab or it goes out of bounds. No chance at an interception there.
21.1 seconds remaining on the clock. Jayhawks with a 2nd down and 10 from their own 25-yard line. KJ Thorpes-Watt lines up as a wide out over on the far side. Purnell over in the slot on that side. There's the snap. Bagwell back to pass. Tell you what, man, there's a pass up the middle to Richardson.
Screenplay to Richardson.
Richardson got some room. Oh, man, that worked out fine, but let me tell you something. Kylan Jordan was wide open here in the middle of the field.
That was a screenplay by design. Bagwell wasn't even looking downfield.
No. Boy, if he would have been, though.
But credit to Coach Colton Rhodes and the Kahawk. I mean, they're milking every ounce of this clock. And mark me if I'm wrong, we get the ball back in the second half.
Yes,
right?
we do.
So,
that we do.
I mean,
Each team with 1 timeout, 12 seconds on the clock.
You could take 2 shots here, right?
Yeah. Or at least, get yourself down into field goal range maybe, yeah.
Why not?
I'd like to see Chai try one from long.
He could knock him down from 50.
I'm telling you, man, I think he can too.
I've actually watched him do it. Now, that's not game situation,
right,
but he's got the leg.
So each team left with 1 timeout now.
Collinsville going with 4 wide. Richardson, I don't know if he's going to be in the
It looks like he's going to line up
5
over there
wide
in that tight end position. Yeah.
So 5 receivers for Collinsville.
Empty backfield. 3 on the far, 2 on the near.
I'm on O-line.
Bagwell in shotgun, takes the snap. Takes about a 5-step drop, launches it down the middle of the field. He's got Richardson wide open at the 20. He's gone. Oh, baby. Touchdown, Collinsville.
Oh, my goodness. Junior Ethan Bagwell throws a beauty. Jerry Richardson goes to pay dirt. We're going to have a penalty for excessive celebration because Darren Pennell knocked Jerry on his rear end. Hey, we'll take it.
Man, 61-yard touchdown pass to Jerry Richardson.
Oh, man. Pennell and Richardson celebrate. Pennell got excited, knocked Richardson down. Referee throws a flag, right? But we'll take it hopefully on a kickoff, right?
Well, I think so. We only have 2.4 seconds left, so it's not going to be that much of a big deal.
It's actually a good deal because otherwise if the clock ran out, we'd have to take it on the kickoff return in the second half.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I will too. Chai out there to try the extra point to make it 27-0 in favor of Collinsville.
Boy, that's a big swing. Alton's pressuring, right? They could have not easily, but they could have scored.
Why is the referee walking all the way over to talk to the head coach of Alton? By the way, that's David Parker. He's in his first year as the Alton head coach. That was a short conversation.
Yeah. But Alton scores there. It's a 2-possession game. Now all of a sudden it's a, 4-possession game?
Yeah. Here's a snap. Colby puts it down. Andrew puts it up, and it is good. And Collinsville enjoying life right now here at the old home ballpark, 27-0 in favor of Collinsville. And we'll be back to tell you about the Alton possession in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
27-0 in favor of Collinsville. 2.4 seconds left to play here in this first half. And Ethan Bagwell already has 265 yards passing in this first half.
Completed 9 passes in a row. What's the record? Do we know what the record for passing
no
yards is?
No idea.
He's got to be.
Oh, passing yards per game?
Yeah.
I can look it up on my computer. I got that information here. There is another short kick, and it's going to be taken back into Collinsville territory, but the clock hits 0, and that is going to do it for the first half of play. And it's halftime as we welcome you into the halftime show, brought to you by Woods Basement Systems, all things basementy. Since 1986, Woods Basement Systems has been doing their thing. You want to give them a call at Woods Basement Systems, 618-708-4044. That's their Collinsville office. That is 618-708-4055. Halftime show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, your place for online auctioning. Go to ogleauctions.com to check out the week's items up for auction. Ogle Auctions deals in everyday items like board games, t-shirts, clocks, antique items, and more. To collectible items, anyone in the market for, say, a trolley? Or maybe you're into more treasure troves like vinyl albums, cars, or motorcycles. And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more auctionable items. Ogle Auctions of Collinsville. Auctions every Sunday at 7 p.m. Check them out at www.ogleauctions.com or call Kim or Mike Ogle at 618-218-2117. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010.
And we'll welcome you back into the halftime show, the Woods Basement System halftime show here at Collinsville, as they recognize some of the cancer survivors of the Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. That's why everybody's wearing the gold shirts out here tonight at halftime before we get to the festivities of the Collinsville Kahok High School Marching Band. Let's take a look at some of the stats that we have for you here from this first half. Keith Gilchrist for Alton has ran the ball 5 times for 13 yards. Travis Billups has 1 carry for 9 yards. Gardell Bollinger has 4 carries for -3 yards. And Graham McAfee, the quarterback for Alton, has 1 carry for 4 yards. McAfee, as the quarterback, has completed 8 of 9 passes for 74 yards, and those passes have gone to Byron Stampley. He's caught 3 for 23 yards. William Harris has caught 3 for 37 yards, and Travis Billups has caught 2 for 14 yards, and Alton has been penalized 1 time just for 5 yards. Now for the good part, Collinsville and their stats. Jerry Richardson, 5 carries for 47 yards, including a touchdown on the ground. Ethan Bagwell has ran the ball 6 times. He's -12 yards, but he does have a touchdown. Had a couple of forward progress made on the yardage department, but then he lost a couple of yards. And Colby Anderson, he ran the ball on the very first play and got 2 yards, and that's the only time he's ran the ball so far today. Through the air, Ethan Bagwell on fire, man. He is 11 of 13 for 265 yards and 2 touchdown passes, and those touchdown passes have gone to Jerry Richardson. Richardson has caught 3 passes for 84 yards, and Gordon has the other touchdown at 2 catches for 77 yards. And the other catches, Darren Pinnell has 4 for 84 yards. KJ Thorpes-Watt has 1 catch for 7 yards, and Kylan Jordan has 1 catch for 13 yards. And penalty-wise, Collinsville has been penalized 3 times for 30 yards. We will let you enjoy the Collinsville Kahok High School Marching Band. We'll come back and give you halftime scores from around the area here in just a moment. But for right now, let's go ahead and enjoy the marching band of your Collinsville Kahawks.
for the Collinsville Kahawks Marching Band.
And once again, we appreciate you joining us for the Woods Basement Systems halftime show, and hope you enjoyed the, what does Mr. Sika say, the stylings of the Collinsville High School Marching Band. Halftime is where we are, 27-0 in favor of Collinsville. And let's go ahead and take a look at your halftime scoreboard. What do we got here? Wabanesi Valley blanking the O'Fallon Panthers right now by a score of 40-0. Granite City, we got a game coming up against them here pretty soon. They're downing Champaign Central right now, 7-0. Don't we have them as well? Centennial, okay, that's it. Central over Redbud, 9-6. Centralia over Muscuda right now, 28-7. It is Highland getting the best of Marion, 20-8. Belleville East, Collinsville has only lost thus far, blanking Meadow Valley, 19-0. Triad, wow, a safety and a field goal, 5-0 right now over Mount Vernon, and Triad is hosting that game. Altoff in the battle of parochial schools, right now downing Mater Dei, 7-0. It is DeKalb over Belleville West, 41-0. East St. Louis and Creekside, Georgia, are involved in a close one right now. The Flyers of East St. Louis High School have a 8-7 lead over the school from Georgia. Thank you, Chris Kettler, for grabbing some halftime scores for us. We certainly do appreciate it, and that is going to do it for the Woods Basement System halftime show. And we'll be back with Collinsville getting the second half kickoff in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a time like this, in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's a lot better now.
It was like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500. Calling all sports fans. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Caseyville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs that you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers, sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest brew in town. And don't forget to try your luck at the Lucky Fox Gaming Room. Dine in and catch a game, or order carryout with the Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-855-9500. The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahawk sports, and a keen eye on city news. The
The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community, helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News.
Chapman Trucking LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud sponsor of your Collinsville Kahawks on the Kahok Sports Network. For all of your investment needs, see Jason Regg at his Edward Jones office at 1008 Vandalia Street in Collinsville, or call Jason at 618-344-0252, or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Back here at Kahok Stadium on the grounds of Collinsville High School, Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey back with you, Glenn Woodcock on the camera. We appreciate everyone's help here, and including Dr. McCluskey's father-in-law, who helped us out on the camera before Glenn Woodcock came in and took over. How about another hand for the Collinsville Kahok Marching Band? They will be in action tomorrow for their first competitive outing in the Metro East Marching Classic, and that will take place tomorrow at O'Fallon High School. And another shout-out goes to the cheerleaders, because they are here, and now they have some help, as the cheerleaders have been joined by the Collinsville Raiders cheerleaders. So you got a little purple down there, as well as some black and white down there as far as the cheerleaders are concerned. So a big thank you to all involved here to make this a fun night at Kahok Stadium. And speaking of fun nights at Kahok Stadium, it is 27-0 in favor of Collinsville as we get ready to start the third quarter. And Collinsville will have the ball back as we begin the quarter, as soon as we get to that point when Alton is going to kick off, and the Kahawks are going to see what they can do to add some more scoring to the scoreboard.
Kahawks will be kicking off to Alton to begin the second half.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Collinsville does not get the ball back. They got the ball back first, or they got the ball first on that big Darren Pinnell run. Don't know what I was thinking. So, Alton will get the ball back first. We're ready to go, and so is Collinsville as they spread out the formation. Andrew Chai back to kick, and he hasn't kicked one deep yet, and he's not going to start that right now either. It's going to be caught. Nope, it's going to go through the wickets over there on that far sideline, and Collinsville swarms the second man who come and pick that thing up at the 25-yard line and gets it up to about the 28-yard line. A very auspicious start there for the Alton Redbirds.
Yeah, a little hot potato there. They had trouble securing that football, so that's going to, from a field possession or field position standpoint, that's going to benefit Collinsville.
Been doing that a lot lately, those really short kickoffs, I guess, trying to do exactly that, trying to catch them off guard, and you get one of those up guys who are going, oh my God, the ball's coming to me.
Yeah, and we know they've got athletes in the backfields.
Yeah.
Last thing you want to do is give up a big play.
Well, I hear you. All right, so we'll see what Alton can do here as they bring Graham McAfoos back out. He stands in the backfield all alone. He has wide receivers and a man in motion, and the man in motion gets the fake handoff, and McAfoos takes it up the middle himself and gets back up to the line of scrimmage and probably picks up 3 on the play.
Yeah, line did a good job for Alton, but Collinsville's linebacking core holds solid again. So they stop McAfoos on a fairly short gain.
Tommy Edmond doubles in the top of the 7th, and Lars Newtbar scores. Cardinals, however, still trail the Pirates 4-2.
Well, it's nice to see Tommy Edmond back hitting the ball well.
Yeah.
He went on a little skid for a while, so
Yeah.
it's good to see.
Alton breaks out of the huddle. They have a running back in the backfield this time, 2 wide receivers on either side of the formation. Gilchrist is the lone running back, and he'll get the ball, and he'll bring it up the middle. Actually, I believe that was Byron Stampley Jr. who got that ball, and maybe I was wrong on that one, too. How about Gardnell Bollinger? Third time's a charm.
Yeah, you got it, Todd.
Bollinger with the ball.
Whoever it was.
All their running backs have single numbers. You got 1, 4, and 5. And sometimes you can't see it until they start running, and then you're kind of got that optical illusion going on. 3rd down and 6. We're just underway in this third quarter. Collinsville enjoying a 27-0 lead. 3 wide receivers come out here on this near side, 1 on the far side. And again, it is Bollinger as the lone running back. He stands over the left-hand shoulder of McAfoos. Here's the snap. McAfoos wants to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's sacked for a big-time loss on a quarterback sack by Roland Arms.
Man, Collinsville's blitzing like 90% of the plays, and I saw Roland sneaking up. He came through untouched. That's going to go down for a sack in the scorebook for number 32, Roland Arms.
Roland Arms came into the game as the leading tackler for Collinsville, 12 total tackles. That was his first quarterback sack, but he has been disrupting play in the first 3 games just like that.
Yeah, the kid has a nose for the football. He always has.
So punting situation for Alton. And Richardson stands back at midfield. Punter once again, Dylan Cohen. Here is the punt. It's end over end, and it is caught right at midfield by Richardson. He dodges one tackler. He comes to the near sideline, and he can't get past the next tackler, but he does get into Alton territory, and now we got a little pushing and shoving going down here. The referee should have blown the whistle. Now we have more pushing and shoving and flags all over the place. As Alton's now trying to get their very mad player back away from the Kahawks, and he's even fighting his own guys there.
A lot of late action, but I'm telling you, at the end, and I hate it for the kid, but Brandon Hayes threw a punch out in the open. That's probably going to be it for him tonight.
Yeah, that's a Glenn Woodcock text he needs to read there, because he's the one that's doing all the camera work there that Mr. Brett Swip is just liking. I know. I like having Glenn on the camera, too.
Hey, thanks for tuning in, Swip family, and thanks for giving a shout-out to Glenn Woodcock. He's doing a great job on the camera, so thanks for the shout-out, Brett.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've had Glenn on the camera a couple of times. He does a great job zooming in and out.
Yeah, he doesn't get enough credit. I'm glad that we give it to him here tonight. Thank you, Brett.
Yeah. Thank you, Glenn. And Glenn does a great job over there. In the past, we have had to use high school students to man our camera, and I just didn't feel comfortable enough giving them that responsibility to zoom in and out and follow the play like that.
But you tried using me one time,
I know,
and
that
you saw how that worked out.
Yeah, that didn't work out very well at all.
I apologize to Kahok Nation.
Dr. McCluskey's over here watching the game, but he's got his hand on the camera, and he's not moving it.
That was a short experiment, Todd.
Yeah, it was. That's why I had that. I'm like, Coach, hey, you got any injured players or maybe underclassmen that can come up and man the camera, because Dr. McCluskey's fired.
Gladly.
All right. After all the laundry was picked up off the field, looks like we're going to move all the way back. And Alton has 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties called against him. So you don't take both. You only take one. So the 15-yard penalty will put Collinsville in the red zone. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 from the opponent's 14-yard line. Hate to gain yards like that, but that's the way that one goes. 2 wide receivers on either side, and Bagwell throws to this side, but that is right through the hands of the intended receiver, Kylan Jordan. He had a defensive back all over his back, I think maybe before the ball got there.
It was good coverage by number 2, William Harris, out of Alton. Credit him. You know, he had tight coverage. Even if we catch that ball, it's not going anywhere. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for your Kahawks, threatening the Alton end zone with 4:26 left.
9:26. You got that pulling your way.
Oh, that darn.
I know. It does the same thing on the scoreboard when we're using the huddle camera. All right, so 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass, and a keeper by Bagwell. He tries the right side, and he gets taken down from behind, but he'll get inside the 10-yard line, and they'll mark him down at the 9.
Yeah, good run by Bagwell. A great tackle by Alton. Good news that Bagwell held on to the football. They were kind of chopping at it. So the last thing you want to do is give up a turnover. So kudos to Bagwell for just keeping possession of the football.
How important is that 225 pounds on that 6'2 frame by Bagwell that he gets to run like that and just plow through people?
He's a hoss. He is a hoss.
3 wide receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Richardson is the lone setback. And the snap, and the handoff goes to, Bagwell keeps it. He cuts, he's in, and that's a touchdown, Collinsville.
And nice misdirection. He fakes to Jerry. Up the middle, he hits the edge. He gets hit 5 yards short, and like you said, 220 pounds, which I think is light. I think he weighs more than that.
Yeah, probably.
Bagwell hits pay dirt, and that will bring out number 7 senior Andrew Chai for another extra point attempt.
Chai has been on the extra points. The only extra points that were missed was when Collinsville decided to go for 2, and that is another made extra point by Andrew Chai, and that will stretch the lead to 34-0 in favor of Collinsville. Alton will get the ball back again right after we take a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Are you looking to update the appeal of your home's interior? Look no further than Hayden Interiors, LLC. Hayden Interiors, LLC is owned and operated by former Kahok graduate Nick Hayden. Hayden Interiors, LLC will help you get that new look that you want for your home. Flooring, baseboards, doorways, as well as interior renovations or interior additions. Kitchen, living room, bedroom, hallways, basements, stairways. Let Hayden Interior LLC help you find the look that you want. Call Nick Hayden today at Hayden Interiors LLC, 618-772-6790 for your free estimate. Hayden Interiors LLC, on budget, on time, every time. That's Hayden Interiors LLC. Call Nick at 618-772-6790.
Andrew Chai kicks the ball again shallow, taken at the 38-yard line, and then just a little dive forward there by the player that caught that kickoff. So minimal gain, but Alton starts off in pretty good field position at their own 42-yard line.
Yeah, still 8.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Looks like Collinsville is going to still run their first defense out on the field just to make sure we cap this. I would think that you would see second string at some point in here in the second half, but you never know.
If Collinsville scores another touchdown, the mercy rule will take effect, and the clock will continue to run, and that might be when you see the B team come in. We'll see if that happens, but right now Alton has the ball on offense. 8:36 left to play here in this third quarter. McAfoo, he is in shotgun once again. McAfoo's, excuse me. Has 1 lone running back, 2 wide receivers on the far side, 1 over here on the near side. Here's the snap and the pitch. It's going to go back, and it goes back to Gilchrist, and Gilchrist is going to be in trouble. That was a little reverse action there, and down at the 40-yard line. So basically back up to the line of scrimmage, and now a Collinsville player is hurt. Somebody up here is not very happy. His rolling arms got taken out, but he's back up.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big block by number 9, Graham McAfoo, the quarterback. I mean, he lit number 32 rolling arms up. Thank God he's up and able to walk off the field. But that, I mean, gosh, you hate seeing that, but it was a legal block.
Yeah.
You know, it's playing football. You're in a gladiator sport, right?
So Gilchrist got the handoff and then handed it to William Harris, and Harris tried to work his way over to this side, and that's when McAfoo's threw the block against Arms.
Wow.
And, Arms rolled around there for a minute in some pain, but he got up and walked up under his own power. Now McAfoo's rolls out to his left-hand side, looks, throws, and that's going to be picked off by Colby Anderson. No, they're going to call it incomplete.
I think he's out of bounds.
Incomplete,
There's
out of bounds.
There's a flag here in the backfield, I think on,
We do have a flag on the play.
I don't know.
Yeah,
There's
that's
some
behind,
talking.
That's behind the line of scrimmage.
There's some
So
talking
it should
going
be.
on.
Wow, they roughed the quarterback. Collinsville is going to get called for a personal foul, roughing the quarterback, and that's going to give Alton an automatic first down.
Well, you hate to see that, but that's Collinsville guys standing up. You know, McAfoo lays that big block, and the guys are going to be hunting him, so they took a chance to get him, but that's going to cost us 15 yards.
Yeah, and Roland Arms is back in there, so they really didn't need the retaliation because Arms isn't injured. So Into Kahok territory the ball is, and it's down at the Kahok 43-yard line. 3 wide receivers over here on this near side, 1 on the far side. 1 lone running back for McAfee's over his left-hand shoulder. Here's a snap. Back to passes McAfee's. He rolls out to his right. He's looking, he throws, and he's got a man open, and out of bounds goes the receiver, and that is Byron Stampley Jr., and he is about 2 yards short of a first down.
Yeah, good ball by the quarterback. Nice comeback pattern by number 4, Byron Stampley Jr., and that will give Alton the ball on looks like the 35-yard line of Collinsville. It'll be 2nd and 2, Alton.
7:10 left to play here in this third quarter. Saw Travion Swagger make an appearance here earlier tonight.
Just spoke to him at halftime.
Yeah.
He said he's healthy again. He's back on the practice field trying to earn his way onto the field.
Trips to the left side this time, and back to passes McAfee's. He rolls out that way, throws it down the middle, and it's picked off by Arms. That's how you get payback. That is how you get payback.
Yes, sir. You got to like that for rolling. He toughs it out, and he comes up with the interception. Good for number 32, Roland Arms.
Second interception of the night by Collinsville. The first one by Darren Pinnell. Collinsville gets the ball back with 6:47 left to play here in this third quarter. And Bagwell and company back in action.
Yeah, that hurts Alton because they were moving the ball. It's seemingly an insurmountable mountain they would have to climb, but to come back and score some points would give them a breath of fresh air, and a turnover just takes the wind out of their sails.
Ryan McIntyre comes in and settles in as a slot receiver over on the far side. First time we've called his name. Jerry Richardson stands over the left shoulder of Bagwell, and now Alton having a trouble getting the proper players out on the field, so they call a timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here for this timeout. We're all right in the commercial category, so we'll keep it right here.
Let's talk.
Pinnell, I haven't seen Pinnell playing in a while, and he and Colby Anderson are on the sideline. Maybe they are going to start putting in some subs.
Yeah, I think it's not a bad idea. Darren's been nursing a shoulder a little bit. He's had such a big game, and we've got a cushion. I think it's not a bad idea to give a couple guys a break. They're down there doing a little Cobra Kai Danielson stance. They're pretty happy. They should be. They've come out and played a good ball game. Still a fair amount of time left in the game. Honestly, this second half's not going near as quick as the first half.
No, but we can change that with 1 touchdown.
I say we go for it, Todd.
Get that 40th point, and it doesn't matter the rest of the game. Alton can come all the way back and make it a 1-point game, but it'll still be a running clock once you hit a 40-point lead, and Collinsville right now has a 34-0 lead. And I'm sure pretty soon we will see sophomore quarterback Chase Reynolds come into this game, as some of the regulars have taken a seat on the bench for the night, it seems. 2 wide receivers on either side of this formation. Bagwell in shotgun, and he takes the snap. He'll roll out to his left. He looks, he throws, and he throws it just a little bit short of its target, which was Ryan McIntyre.
Yeah, number 2, Ryan McIntyre. Credit Bagwell, trying to spread the wealth a little bit. And ball just a little short of McIntyre. That'll bring up second down for Collinsville.
Colby Anderson comes back in from the sideline, so he'll go out. McIntyre will stay out there as well, but not Isaiah Gordon. He comes to the sideline, and Richard, I'll get it right here in a minute. Anderson will take his place. 6:41 left to play here in this third quarter. And in shotgun once again, it is Bagwell. Here's the snap, and the throw is going to go to McIntyre. McIntyre comes to the sideline and tries to fight his way forward and gets to about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of about 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down and about 6 to go for a first down for Collinsville.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see Collinsville pick up this first down to not only chew up the clock, but also get some of our other guys in the game. And like you said, if we can score another touchdown, we'll get that running clock, and that will certainly conserve some of our guys in energy and wear and tear.
Had that running clock last year when Collinsville won at West Alton Elementary School 41-0. Bagwell in shotgun again. He's going to throw it quickly. He does so to McIntyre. McIntyre has the first down as he gets the ball up to his own 44-yard line.
Man, another good ball by Bagwell. I mean, he is throwing the ball so well tonight.
I think he's only out 2 incompletions.
I mean, just right on the money. Good for McIntyre getting that reception. That's a big first down for Collinsville.
Clock continues to run with 5:40 left to play here in this third quarter. As Collinsville has a fresh set of downs to work with. Kylan Jordan lines up, excuse me, as the wide receiver over here on the near side. 3 on the far side. Bagwell stands in shotgun, takes about a 4-step drop. He hauls one down the middle. That's going to overthrow everybody.
Yeah, a little mix-up. Number 3, Kylan Jordan ran a slant pattern. Looked like Bagwell thought he was going to run a go route. So I can see Coach Colton Rhodes kind of reiterating the different signs between the quarterback and the receivers. A lot of times there'll be some communication between the quarterback and the receiver on what they're going to throw.
Well, you can see the full moon now, well overhead. Hope everybody's tucked in for the night, you know, those full moon people.
Hey, look at the whiteout on this side of the field, Todd.
Yeah. That would be Mr. Cole McCluskey. And McIntyre goes in motion. And a handoff is going to go to Richardson. He bounces away from one tackler, but then lost his footing on the AstroTurf that probably has a little moisture on it by now.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
5 minutes left to play here in this third quarter, and Collinsville lost 2 on the play, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and 12.
Well, another 3rd and long. Look for Collinsville to put the ball in the air and try to maintain possession here.
Cole McCluskey wears number 87, 6 foot, 170-pound junior, and he lines up as a wide receiver over here on this near side sideline. And again, 3 wideouts on the far side. Richardson the lone setback. Here is Bagwell in shotgun. He'll take the high snap. He'll run it himself. He's going to try up the left-hand side. He's got some room, has a nice block from McCluskey, and has enough room to pick up a 1st down, maybe because of that block.
Good to see Cole in there, and that's really his role. He's a big, strong kid, and he plays all special teams. They put him in there. He actually sprung a block last week.
He did.
For good for a touchdown for Bagwell. So he's just having fun playing with his buddies, you know.
That does move the chains, and a fresh set of downs here for Collinsville into Alton territory at the Redbirds' 46-yard line.
Another big 1st down for Collinsville to maintain possession.
And again, same formation, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. And the snap, handoff is going to go to Richardson. He goes up the middle with it, gets past one tackler, can't get past the other tackler, gains about 2 on the play.
Yeah, good play by Alton's linebacking core. Jerry got past the 1st level, but 2nd level proved to be the end of the road for number 9, Mr. Jerry. So that'll bring up 2nd and a long 8 for Collinsville.
Is there such a thing as a short 8?
Well, I mean, you know, give or take, right?
All right. All right, now we flip-flop things. 3 wide receivers over here on the near, 1 on the far. And the snap. Handoff is going to go to Richardson. He's got plenty of room on the left side. He gets past one, gets past another, spins, stays on his feet, and gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. That's going to be a Kahok 1st down.
Another big 1st down by Collinsville's offensive squad. Nice blocking by the line and the wideouts. Jerry Richardson is Collinsville's workhorse. It looks like he's going to take a break here.
Well, the Pirates are exploding. They've extended their lead over the Cardinals 7-2. That game is in the 8th inning, so it's getting late in Pittsburgh.
Number 28, Mondre Kroom, checks in the game for Jerry. Mr. Richardson needs a drink.
I'd bet so. McIntyre, Bagwell, and Thorpe's Watt on the far side. McCluskey over here on the near side. They're going to roll out to the right. A throw and a completed pass, and another 1st down for Collinsville down to the 20.
Another great ball by Bagwell. He rolls out to the right, throws the ball right on the money.
He's been targeting McIntyre here lately.
Yeah. McIntyre works hard. He's a great kid. If I'm not mistaken, was he hurt earlier in the year? Or has he been playing all year?
He was playing last week.
Was he? Okay. I know he had some issues in the offseason, but good to see him getting some touches here.
We are down inside of 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Collinsville up 34-0. Looking for another touchdown here as they have the ball 1st and 10 from the Alton Redbird 20-yard line. So a red zone offense time for Collinsville. Bagwell in shotgun once again, takes the snap. He's going to take it himself. He's going to try the left side. Now he's going to cut it up toward the middle. Has a little bit of room. Body's pushing and pushing and pushing everywhere, and he'll end up picking up about 4 yards on the play.
Took about 8 guys to get him down.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, great run. I mean, way to take care of the ball. Chewing clock here, and like you said, if we can punch the ball in the end zone, next thing you know, it's a running clock in the fourth quarter. So glad to see Collinsville just steadily marching the ball down the football field.
Wide receivers. Mondre Kroom lines up as a wide receiver in the slot on the far side. McIntyre does the same on this left side. Handoff is going to go up the middle, and the handoff is to Zay Norton, and Norton gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it.
Yeah, Zay Norton worked so hard on defense. They said, hey, let's give you the ball on offense. And
Jerry's got his drink and he's got his wind back, so he's coming out.
He says, hey,
I got you, Mondre.
Right.
I got you.
I got this.
I got Zay, too.
Guess who's getting the ball?
I'm going to go with number 9.
You would think.
Third down and long, though. 3rd and 7. We're down to the final 25 seconds here in this third quarter. Bagwell in shotgun. Richardson stands over his left shoulder. 3 wide receivers on this near side, 1 on the far. And the snap, and the handoff goes to Richardson. Richardson up the middle, and he is going to be stopped short. Down to about the 15, gained a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up 4th down and long, and that was the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter action, that is coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks! Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is the new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmers markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And just off of the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream, gelato, house-made recipes, and premium-sourced products. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, only in Collinsville, Illinois. Hope you all get a chance to try the Cold Herald. New ice cream shop over at Herald Square. I was down at Herald Square today as KC95 was doing their party on the patio, live broadcast for their morning show from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Me and the wife went down there at 6 o'clock. I had to leave and go to work at 6:45, but I got a KC shirt. I got some KC stickers. It was fun.
I would have bet my next paycheck if nobody in town was there, you would be there.
I would have been there, yeah.
You are the rock and roll man.
I am. I try to be.
Yeah, Cold Herald, and also have Uptown Scoops.
Yeah, Uptown Scoops is
down
a new place
Green's,
as well.
New place, so
yeah.
A lot of stuff going on in, what do they call it, downtown or uptown?
Uptown Collinsville.
Uptown, okay.
All right, so it's 4th down and 6 for Collinsville. They are going to go for it. Richardson stands over the right-hand side now of Bagwell. Bagwell in shotgun, and a handoff goes to Richardson. He has the first down, and he's inside the 10, and he'll move the chains, and Collinsville will have it 1st and goal from the Alton 8-yard line.
Yeah, nice blocking by Collinsville's front 5, and Bagwell hands the ball off to Jerry Richardson, who's a top 10 ranked running back in the state. We've got an injured player for Alton. Hopefully he ends up okay.
Yeah. I don't like to see people get injured, but, man, I tell you what, the game of football is filled with all kinds of injuries. It is a rough game.
It is part of the deal. It's a gladiator sport, and these kids, man, they're just so big and strong these days, you know.
I know, man.
Especially in these big schools. You know, you got all this population. You know, it's proud of these guys. I grew up in a little bitty small town. If you wanted to play, you could play,
Yeah.
I told Cole I don't think I would have been able to play here.
Not in this day and age.
Oh, man.
All right, we have an injury timeout, so we're going to go ahead and step aside as well, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224.
Injured player was Carmelo Taylor for Alton. He did get off the field under his own power, so we're glad to see that. It is 1st and goal from the 8 for Collinsville. Fake handoff, Bagwell throws, and it's in the end zone and incomplete. That was intended for KJ Thorpe's watch. He came up with it, but I think he rolled over on top of the ball.
I guess, yeah, the ball hit the turf. It was hard to tell whether he made the catch or not.
So the incomplete pass will stop the clock with 11:32 left to play here in this fourth quarter, excuse me.
Collinsville up 34-0. Ball on the Redbirds' 13-yard line.
8. On the 8.
Uh-oh.
Says so on the scoreboard. That's what I go by.
I was looking at the 10 and added 3.
I know. 2 wide receivers on both sides of this formation. Richardson again stands to the right of Bagwell. He's going to go back to pass. Bagwell to Richardson. Richardson, end zone. Touchdown, Collinsville.
Yes, sir. Nice touch on the football by Ethan Bagwell, man. He can throw dimes. He can put touch on the ball. And Jerry Richardson has a nice reception. And he runs a cornerback over. Good for a touchdown. And that'll be good for a running clock for this quarter.
It sure will. Pending the extra point. The extra point's not going to matter. It'll be running clock anyway. But I'd like to see Chai hit all of his extra point tries tonight. Why not?
We got a different kicker.
Yeah, we do have a new kicker, don't we? 13. That is Kevin Figueroa, a senior. Here's the snap. Ball is on the way, and it is good.
Oh, nice kick for the senior. He gets a chance. Puts that ball up high over the linebackers. Collinsville 41, Alton Redbirds 0.
We'll be back with the ensuing kickoff to the Alton Redbirds. 11:26 left to play here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back after a timeout on the Kahok Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville.
Kickoff by Andrew Chai is another short one, and the Alton Redbirds will begin 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Clock continues to run, and it will not stop. The only time it stops is if a team calls a timeout, obviously an injury on the field or a score on the field.
98 Adam Remar for Collinsville checks in at D tackle.
There is McAfoos. Oh, he's getting pressured. He lets the ball go, and that one's incomplete. Boy, I tell you what, with a head of steam, Zay Norton was zeroed in on McAfoos.
I'm telling you, Collinsville's been blitzing all night, and they're not stopping. Zay Norton came in, rushed that ball, and it was just short.
Intended for number 5, Chris Gilchrist.
Speaking of Dr. Chris's Harrisburg Bulldogs, they are winning over Paris at the moment.
Paris, France?
Paris, France? Paris, Texas. I don't know.
Paris, Illinois.
Got a lot of questions on the old feed here about the number of kids going out for football. I believe Colton Rhodes told me this year he had over 100 kids that went out for the team.
Yeah, a lot of numbers. I mean, you know, when you have success and you have a good culture and the kids are having fun, you got a lot of guys who want to play the game, and I love to see that.
Yeah, and they are having fun here tonight in week number 3. Collinsville, the same score that they ended up with last year over Alton, 41-0. That's what we have right now, 41-0. Second down and 10 for Alton from their own 41-yard line. 2 wide receivers on either side of the formation. McAfoos in shotgun. Here's a snap. And the handoff goes to Gilchrist. Gilchrist comes around the left-hand side and then bowls over a couple of Collinsville players and out of bounds. And that's a pickup of 9 on the play, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, that time we blitzed outside linebacker rolling arms, and he blitzed right by the runner. We just guessed wrong, so that's what sprung the Alton running back for a. Looks like they're going to mark it as a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. So 3rd and 3.
That's a short 8. That's a long 7, short 8. Todd,
Okay,
you asked
sure.
earlier.
Okay. Well, it depends on how winded the runner is, right?
Yeah, right.
The short yardage or long yardage. If he's breathing really heavy, it was long yardage. 2 wide receivers on the far, 1 over here on the near, split backs on either side of McAfoos. Movement up front, that's going to be a false start, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 8 instead of a 3rd and 3.
Speaking of winded, the Alton lineman, he just forgot to get in the 3-point stance, and he decided to do it late.
Had to shift, and then he moved.
That's a false start.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, this place is packed.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, not many people leaving. They're having fun watching these Kahawks.
They are.
Student section's crammed to the gills. Parent section, bands down there watching the game. What a great atmosphere here at Kahawk Stadium.
We had cheerleaders from not only the Kahawks, but the Raiders as well. But the Raiders are the little bitty girls. They had to go home. They're not here. They're not there anymore. 3rd and 8. Here's a handoff, and a fake handoff, and it's going to go to Gilchrist and a pass behind the line of scrimmage. He'll get around one and get around another and back up. They got all that yardage back, so they went from a 3rd and 3 to a 3rd and 8. Now we got late flags coming in.
Oh, boy. Credit Gilchrist for a nice second effort, but I think there's some jarring down there maybe.
Yeah, probably.
And I think it's going to.
We'll wait for the man in the white hat to come out toward midfield here and give us the old signal.
Nobody knows.
An eligible man downfield, maybe? I don't know.
That's
a personal foul against Alton. Well, that's going to take them back. It was going to be a 4th down and 3, so instead, Collinsville will probably take the penalty, and it'll be a 3rd down and about 18. Clock continues to run due to the mercy rule. 7 minutes to go here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, Collinsville accepts, well, the personal foul, right?
Yeah, you have to. I think most of the time you don't get a choice. You accept that. 15-yard penalty, and it'll bring up, well, it should have been.
But that's not 15 yards.
No, it should have been 3rd and 18.
Wait a minute.
And it should not be 4th down.
But I have no idea what just happened.
Well, Alton's going to punt.
I mean, how is that even possible?
I don't know. Over his head.
We're
back
hungry.
and down at the 10-yard line is the kicker, Dylan Cohen, as that was a hike and a half there, man.
A little high.
I think
just a bit high.
Just a bit outside.
Here comes the Kahawk offense. I think you're going to see the second offense out now. Jerry Richardson wants to play. Look at him. He's out on the field.
Yeah.
Like, hey, come back here.
He's like, I know I'm close to something here, Coach.
Take a break. God love him.
Clock continues to move. 5:40 left to play. Collinsville in striking distance. They do keep Bagwell out there. Wide receivers, 2 on the near, 2 on the far. Bagwell in shotgun. Snap. And the handoff goes up the middle, and taking that snap was Michael Tonge, the sophomore. 5'11", 186 pounds he's listed on the old chart.
That's a tree stump there, buddy.
Telling you.
Must be a strong kid.
As we come up on 5 minutes. Mr. Peter Lou says our announcers and camera crew are doing an excellent job. Another kudos to Mr. Glenn Woodcock down there.
Thank you, sir.
We appreciate the positive feedback. As Collinsville is looking at a second down. They can get to the 2-yard line for a first down, so they need a few more yards. And there's the handoff once again, and barreling his way forward, not giving up. Hey, man, that's another.
Stop it.
Rolling
Stop
arms
it.
in
Stop
for
it.
a touchdown. Rolling arms gets to carry the ball 6 yards for a touchdown.
Man, he was stopped at the 5-yard line, I think, and he just kept pumping those legs. He was not stopping. Good for Mr. Rolling Arms.
He's got some fans up here. They are all high-fiving each other as Rolling Arms, who usually plays the defensive side of the ball, gets a rare carry and takes it in for a touchdown.
Man, what a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth effort by Mr. Rolling Arms. That's his dad, Jesse, right there in front of us.
Yeah. He was yelling earlier when he took that hit, too.
God.
Remember that number. Here's another extra point try, and that one is good as well. And Collinsville, living large here, made all of their extra points, and the Kahawks extend their lead to 48-0 over the Alton Redbirds. We will take a break. We will come back in just a moment as Alton will get the ball one more time here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahawk Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. Back here at Kahawk Stadium, Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey, Glenn Woodcock on the camera. Another big thank you to Chris Kettler getting us our halftime scores, and our statistician, Andy Sullins. We appreciate everybody's work here to make this work.
Yeah, great team up here in the booth, Kahawk Stadium. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed the broadcast and the PA announcing, camera work, all of it.
4:15 left to play here in this one. I think it's safe to say it's left to play in this one now. I usually don't say that. I like to say the fourth quarter or the second half or whatever the case may be, but I think this one's pretty much over.
I think you're correct there, Todd.
We'll see if Alton wants to stay with their starters as the final minutes wind down here, and looks like they are going to keep McAfee's at quarterback. They definitely have Bollinger out there over the right shoulder of the QB. And the snap, McAfee's going back to pass, so he does stay out there. Down the sideline, that one's going to be out of bounds anyway. Even if it would have been caught, it would have been out of bounds. The pass was intended for Jacavion Whitfield, and Delvin Cross gives him a little smack on the helmet, says, "Good job, son," before he heads back over to his sideline.
Yeah, nice route, nice ball. It was just thrown out of bounds, so that'll be good for a 2nd and 10 for Alton on their own 42-yard line.
3 minutes left to go here in this one. 47-0 in favor of Collinsville. They will improve to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week for a long drive to Charleston, about a couple of hours drive away. And we'll be there to bring it to you.
They'll be playing at Merv Baker Field, Todd.
Nice.
I spent my summers at Merv Baker's house fishing in his pond, believe it or not.
Well, good.
A lot of people don't realize Merv Baker he earned 4 varsity letters at Eastern Illinois University. He's a legend in Charleston.
We were at Eastern Illinois University last year for a game.
Yeah, great family. His son was an NFL referee. And his daughter Jan, who helped raise me, is a physical therapist in Charleston still yet.
Pickup of 7 on the play for McAfee, so that brings up a 3rd down and 3 as we approach 2:10 left to play here in this one.
Collinsville Kahok football players starting to get the student section riled up.
Yeah.
There's a little celebrating here going on. Good for them. They've earned it, and they deserve it.
And I don't know what happened there. Well, McAfee's is mad.
A little confusion. I don't think anybody knows what happened.
Yeah.
Coach thinks they called a timeout, I think.
I'm not really sure about any of it. I guess they have. Yeah, all right, we'll keep it here. It's a timeout for Alton, so they'll have 1 timeout left. Let's take a look at what we have coming up next week for you on the Kahok Sports Network. We will begin next week's coverage with a little road volleyball action as your Lady Kahawks will be at Belleville West on Tuesday. That is a 5:45 start. Then the big soccer matchup, man. As of right now, Belleville East and Collinsville are undefeated in boys soccer, and they are going to meet next Thursday right here on this field. So in 6 days, Collinsville has a big one tomorrow at CBC across the river. And that storied program is tough. But they're 3-3 right now. Collinsville is 6-0.
Good to see 2 Southwest Conference schools in the state rankings, right?
And, of course, then we told you about the football game at Charleston Friday. So volleyball Tuesday, soccer Thursday, football on Friday. McAfee's back to pass. He is flushed out of the pocket, rolls out to his right, and has that ball blocked. That's blocked. That should be an incomplete pass. Can't pick it up and run it. Although the Kahawks rolling arms was like, I know how to score a touchdown. I just did.
Yeah. Number 87, Cole McCluskey, comes off the edge and
right there with him.
Gets his hand up. He blocked that football and thought it would be good for a rolling arms touchdown, but they called it a dead ball, which it's right. It's an incomplete pass.
And Alton maybe have a one more play up their sleeve here on offense as we have 1 minute left to play here in this one. McAfee's relays the play to the huddle, and they break huddle, and they'll come out here for one more play on offense unless they can get a first down. It's 4th down and 3, ball on their own 49-yard line. McAfee's under center this time. Trying to draw Collinsville off sides with that head nod. He's going to roll all the way out. That's about a 15-yard drop almost. He'll come up. He'll get a first down, and that's a tackle by Roland Arms. That's going to be a flag on that tackle against Roland Arms.
Who is 34, dude? Michael Tange. A guy attempts to block Tange. He just trucks the Alton blocker, and he's down. Oh, my goodness.
Well, by the time they call this penalty, the clock is going to hit 0, so it's not going to matter anyway. So that was indeed the last play of the game for the Alton Redbirds. Collinsville wins this one tonight by a score of 47-0. They improve to 2-1 on the season. Thank you very much there, Dr. Chris McCluskey.
Todd,
we will see you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you. Enjoyed. Appreciate you. You did a great job as always, and we'll look forward to joining you in a couple of weeks.
All right, man. We'll see you then.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. Dr. Chris McCluskey, we thank him for hanging out with us. We thank Mr. Glenn Woodcock over there for spectacular camera work as Collinsville wins this one 47-0. And we move into the postgame program brought to you tonight by Cafe Agape in Collinsville, home of the Kahok Chicken Sandwich. Cafe Agape been doing their thing since 2012, offering catering and some of the best homemade food in the area. 345-CAFE is the number to Cafe Agape. That is 618-345-2233. Collinsville wins 47-0, and we'll be back to tell you all about it here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pit master. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces that support our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop by and see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time World Championship Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipStLouis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Cafe Agape post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville wins it here tonight 47-0 to improve to 2-1 on the year. And joining us now is offensive coordinator Drew Cordes. Is that the way you drew it up in the game plan, man?
Yeah, we can say that.
Okay.
It was a one of those things we know we had to come out. We had to execute the way we know that we should execute. It wasn't just going to be like go out, run the ball, do whatever we want. We had to do what we've been taught to do. And, we were able to do that today. It was just one of those, a lot of clicking, a lot of everything working out there.
Yeah, what a game for Darren Pinnell, man. He starts off with a big run back on the kickoff. Then he gets a couple of nice passes, and then he intercepts a pass.
Yeah, we've been waiting for him to just have that game. He's always been right there at the top of the statistic leaders, and it just always seems like, well, last week Colby did it. The week before, it was KJ with the big touchdown. We knew Pinnell was going to have that game at some point, and that's really the big part of our team is, this is 3 games, and we've had 3 different star receivers. And so I'm just going to assume that next week we're going to have a 4th take over that number 1 spot.
Yeah, okay. Ethan Bagwell through the air tonight, man. 300 yards, 3 touchdown passes. That was quite the impressive performance. He had 265 of those in the first half.
Yeah, he's finally having the confidence that he needs to have. He's just out there. He knows what he likes. He sees what he wants to do. And whenever you get that and you just know, like, as soon as I snap this ball, this is where I'm going and it's going to work, and you're in another world out there whenever you have the confidence to just do what you know what you can do.
I believe that Jerry Richardson had 167 yards of total offense last week, and he is over 160 yards again of total offense this week. And he missed the first series.
Yeah. Like I said, that Belleville-East game, it was whatever. We're not really looking back at that one anymore. A little gimpy ankle, they had a good game plan for him, but we knew Jerry was going to show up. It's one of those things. It's death, taxes, Jerry Richardson going to have a good game. It's just one of those things it's going to happen.
And because of the lopsided nature of the game, man, you got some guys in there you don't normally get in there on offense. Brian McIntyre caught 3 passes for 26 yards.
Yeah, he's been out for injury. This was a really good time to get him to kind of bump up, get back into the groove. All offseason, we were seeing him as a potential starter, a very big rotational piece in our receiving core. And when he gets hurt in the offseason, and this is his first game being able to dress, but it's just another weapon that we got that we can throw him out there, get some more guys breaks. We know that if we throw him out there, he's going to do everything he can because that's the kind of player he is.
Rolling Arms doesn't get much offense, man. He got a touch there, and he got a 7-yard touchdown.
Yeah, that was awesome. He runs the ball hard. He's been one of the running backs for that junior class now for the last couple years, and that was a very good play overall by him, by the line, dragging him in there. It's just one of those things you like to see because, like you said, we get a lot of kids these opportunities out there to see what Friday Night Football is all about, and then we get them on film, and we can say, okay, this person right here deserves to get a little bit more playing time. It's nice to get that opportunity.
All right, dude. Thanks for the visit. We appreciate it, and I guess we'll see you in Charleston next week.
Charleston, long drive, but we're going.
That's right. All right, thanks, man. Appreciate it. That is Drew Cordes, the offensive coordinator for your Collinsville Kahawks, as the Kahawks victorious here tonight by a final score of 47-0. And taking a look at some of these final stats, Jerry Richardson carried the ball 10 times for 67 yards, so he needs 22 yards to become the all-time leading rushing leader for Collinsville Kahawk football, and a touchdown on the ground, too, for Richardson. Bagwell ran the ball 10 times for 16 yards and a couple of touchdowns, and then you had the Arms touchdown for 7 yards. Told you about Bagwell's numbers through the air. He threw 3 touchdown passes, 2 of those to Richardson and 1 to Isaiah Gordon. A very excellent night for Collinsville. That is going to do it for us. We're back at you Tuesday from Belleville West. Little Lady Kahawk volleyball action for you. For Coach Colton Rhodes joining us in the pregame show, Drew Cordes in the postgame show, Dr. Chris McCluskey on the other microphone, Chris Kettler getting us our halftime scores, Andy Sullins getting us our stats, and our camera guys, Dr. McCluskey's father-in-law, and then, of course, Glenn Woodcock, once he got here, did a phenomenal job. My name is Todd Duke, and until Tuesday night, everyone have yourselves a fantastic weekend.